Hi guys! So in today's video that I told you about yesterday, we will be talking about what's in my store. Now, as I discussed, my Facebook store is not fully stocked with everything I have available. So I'm making this video for you to show you what I have available. Now, if I don't mention something that you want, by all means, go ahead and ask. I'm up for trying anything. So in the right here is our corner to corner Winnie the Pooh. Now the top right here does look a little slanted. It's not. It's a regular sized blanket. I fed my nephew, who is a toddler. It fit him, so it's about toddler sized. Now for the corner to corners, it can be any design. And if you don't want like a full blanket of just one particular thing, I can also make like squares, make individual squares, and then make that into a blanket. Like I'm currently making this Harry Potter square blanket. So this one square is one square. I don't have the final design. I believe that's on my other laptop. But this is one thing. So I'll make like 20 of these and sew them together for a final result. And I can do that, or I can make a full one design blanket. Or I can just make a regular corner to corner like this. Now this isn't mine. I just googled. All rights to, the person who made the blanket. But this is what a regular corner to corner looks like. And I can also make those. Or I can make graphic art. Now this is just a rough sketch. Here's the finished product. Now I can draw like characters, and like this is my design of Eevee, Shiny Eevee, and Pikachu. Can make banners. Here's some more banners. Well, these are more like logos. Banners, videos. Now one of the more popular items in my store currently is the customized Karen cakes. Now, you're probably, or not Karen, I'm sorry, regular cakes. So, you're probably wondering what a cake is. This is a Karen cupcake. I don't own them. I have no rights to anything here. This is basically what it is. Let me back up. It's basically a cake or a ball of yarn with multiple colors to make it self-striping. Like, for example, sorry about the glare. This is a self-striping ball of yarn. So what I do is I take multiple colors of yarn and I weave them together to make a self-striping like that in the picture. So it wouldn't be self-striping, because self-striping is one consistent piece of yarn. This would have slip knots. Well, not slip knots. The yarn would be attached, but I do it in a way so that you can easily weave it in. And it takes all the work out of you making your own. Another item that's very popular are the Poke Beans. Now, a Poke Bean is a Poke body of any Pokemon you choose. So right here is Bulbasaur. And the picture is Charmander, Squirtle. We also have Ponyta. This was Gringar, I believe. Slowbro. And you get the idea for that. I can make any Pokemon bean that is currently available in the 8 Gen seasons. And as I showed you in that earlier video for yesterday, I have lots of blankets and different styles, shapes, and stitches available. Here's one of them. Here's another stitch available for a blanket. Here's another one. This is a double crochet, I believe. So here's a video on the customized Karen, or the cake. Sorry, I keep saying Karen. Now here are some of my beautiful magnets created by my grandma. You can either purchase these, or if you become a $1 patron, you get one for $1, which is a lot cheaper than buying them regularly. Now, if you were looking for something more for your daughter or son, we have a large variety of baby hats available. Now, I currently do not have this baby hat. I gave them away. Whenever I make hats, I give them away. Now, I do have a smaller size. Now, this was just a test to test out one of my looms, so it's a little funny looking. But this is a different style. This one was crocheted. This was done on the loom. So you would just send me like the measurements of their heads and stuff like that. And I would customize them. And same with the baby shoes. It's like a little beanie. Or not a beanie, sorry, a little baby booty. These are kind of like the same way we would make Izzy socks and shoes. It's basically the same concept, except we make them a little differently so that they're for babies. I can also make baby gloves, and we've already discussed the baby blankets. I could also make baby toys, like maybe rattle, stuff like that. So on the baby theme also, staying on there. Oh, a little too far. This is a baby, kind of like a bag? Baby bag, I guess? Diaper bag. That's the word I'm looking for. So this was for my friend. He was a huge Spider-Man fan. So I wanted it to be manly. Something that he would carry around for his baby. So the straps are actually black and red. Can't really see them, but yeah. So it's black, red, and black. And it's got a white flap. Which is it is like an actual flap. It folds in and out like this. So if this was it would it actually folds. So you pick it up like that. So it's actually interactive, Functional. Now this can be any size, any color, any style. And it's perfect to put all the baby stuff, like the baby hats and shoes you just ordered in. Now, I did use double yarn. So normally you would only hold one strand of yarn. Let me demonstrate, hold on. So you'd only hold one yarn usually. So let's say I'm making something, usually you only use one. I doubled it. So I worked with 2 strands the whole time to make sure it was extra durable, because I did only use weight 4 because I used what I had lying around. So I doubled it so it was nice and thick. Another crowd pleaser are these plastic canvases. Truly beautiful, in my opinion. So here are some. I'm actually going to go grab one for you. So I am back. Here is the actual canvas. Now all these I have already pre-made. So if you wanted to order this specific one, I would ship it out right away. But if you wanted more of a customizable one, I'd be happy to make it from scratch. Now I do put a gloss coat over it to protect it and keep it shiny. This one is one of my favorites. But if you wanted something with like a symbol, I did this one for Halloween. It's not the best, but hey. And I can do it both ways. Like that was that way. I did black, orange, and red here. And then I did a ghost. Now, this one I forgot to put the glossy coat on. It still looks fine without it, but I don't want it to like, sorry, I'm trying to adjust my chair. I don't want the paint to rub away, you know? Sorry if you hear that squeak, it's my chair. Now, I can do regular canvases as well. This one is a black canvas with the dots. Basically anything I can do. Now, if you were looking for something a little more sentimental, we have these customizable jars. Now, these are glass jars. Here is a closer look at one with a design. So here, I got a drippy dot look. And we also have customizable styrofoam flowers. So here is a pen. So, and you can actually write with it, and it's got pencils. It's got a flower on the pencil. They're completely functional. Here's a better look at the jar. Now, if you're not into those, the paper cleaners, we also do them in rain balloons. Here is a rose. Pencil is completely functional. She used it so much she broke it. Now I can also do this with yarn. Now if you were looking for something a little more personal, we do have these. Now this is an elephant. Ignore the non-painted toes, of course. Now this is this was done in my school, but I do know how to do it. Sorry. This is laced with paint, so it is safe to eat. These were all fired, except for the cat. So these are all safe to eat off of. The ones you would order, if you didn't want the ones I'm about to show you, they would all not be safe. And I will mention that before you buy it, of course. So here is a Never Bowl. This one, there was a very limited color palette. In the bottom. Now for the bottom, you cannot paint it. So that's why it's not painted. And I'm not showing it to you. So if you don't want bowls or anything like those, like dishes for you to put, you know, your jewelry in, we have these itty bitty babies, the wee babes. Oh. Scratch my new laptop. Oh yeah, I found this little guy, a little turtle. It was in that one. Here is another one with a design. Kind of wanted it to be like, I kind of wanted it to be like a picnic basket. So then we have like a medium. And then the one you've probably seen before, the Ella Cat. Now, this one is not baked. Like, those were all fired, so they were safe to eat. This one is not. And, yeah, the paint's chipping, because I didn't put a protective seal on it. So, as you may not know, I've been using this as my phone stand before I got my fancy case from my mother. So those are a few of my glass items. Oh, here's one more. Now this is a bowl with a very small entrance. You can't really see inside, but that was one of my projects. This is fired as well. This would be more for like decor. You could probably put something inside. So you can maybe have a stick or something in there to hold your jewelry. Now I do offer a large variety of purses. Here is one of the purses. It does have a flap, just like the diaper bag. So it flips over onto the button. So I also do customizable rocks. Right here is a crust. Can't really see it, but here is a pizza. We have a ladybug. And we also do customizable cards. If you don't like mine, my grandma also does a large variety. I made this one personally for my mother. Now these will probably be the best sellers. We have the Winnie the Pooh collection. We have Piglet. These are all crocheted. Pooh. Aunt Eeyore. And Tigger. So we also do bunnies, animals, anything. This is a full-sized bunny with customizable dressing and hat. Now we also do two zooms. These are out of the rubber bands, but they can also be done with the yarn. This is Belle, Aurora. That one is Bulbasaur, his little flower. This is Oswald from Mickey Mouse. And here is one of the Pateron. I don't remember, I believe it was 60? Okay, yeah, 60. So we're actually going to download this. So I can update that picture, but so you can get a customizable tissue box cover. There's the top here. So this was a doggy, and their initials, so S, E, J, and then the dog was actually for their the bone was for their dog. And here's the top. So yeah, you can get any design, any color, anything really. Now, for the Patreon, that is a $60 tier because I was really running out of ideas. But if you were to order this, it would not cost $60. It would probably only be like $20, maybe not even that. Now, if you were interested in any of these items and you wanted to just know prices, feel free to just PM me on any of my Facebook, which is SL Woods Author, Instagram, which is SL Woods Author, Patreon, I don't believe you can, but Skylar Wood, YouTube, Skylar Wood. So here is a customizable cat, Rainbow Looms. This, I don't know if I could do this in yarn, but I'd be happy to try if you really wanted it. I modeled it after my deceased cat, Muffin. Here is Snow White. Also Rainbow Looms. But again, I can make it in yarn if you want. and flounder in the 2 zoom. An owl. Now all these rainbow loom items I could easily make in yarn for you. Here's a little bunny with glow in the dark bands. And the snowman, which I actually brought with me somewhere. Oh, they were here. These snowmen are made from socks, but I can make some in yarn. Here's the instructions for them if you were curious. Now, if you wanted a full-size canvas like this one is available for sale. We also make customized monsters out of ceramic, or customizable creatures. Like this is Roostar, who is featured in my book and copyrighted, but you know. We also make pumpkins. Of course, they wouldn't last very long, so this is really only for October, but, you know. And phone cases. This is a big hit. We can make rainbow loom or yarn, any size, any design. Now, they won't really have the spots for your camera. I could try to make them, but these are more, just stick your phone in there and, you know. But I could try to make the spots for them. And here are more 2 zooms for you, Pluto. Sorry for the quality. I'm still getting used to Instagram. Daisy and Donald. Olaf. Here's some more. We have an alien, flounders, an alpaca. Here is a kinetic ball with real magnets. And here's a giraffe and elephant, very popular. These would be really cute in the yarn. But these are made out of the bands. A pencil. There's the original Izzy. And looks like we are done with those. So if you didn't see anything that you were interested in, just send me a comment or PM or anything and ask me if I can make it. I will be happy to try. Have a good day. Thank you very much.